Very good morning, you guys. In the effort of keeping this channel active, I promised myself that I'm gonna be posting videos every single day. So I made a video last night when I reached home and I was cooking. So I've decided I'm gonna just put it together and post it. So this is the video. I just came from work. I haven't eaten all day. I had some fruits, specifically an orange, an apple, and a tangerine. So I'm very hungry. I'm gonna make something to eat, and I thought I might tell you guys about how the war affected the prices in the UAE in general, not just groceries. Some words I struggle to say include groceries. So what am I gonna make? I'm gonna make some eggs, a potato. Yeah, that's it. When I come from work, I like to make my food immediately, because if I take longer without making it, I won't make food. I'll end up buying from out, which buying is honestly something I cannot afford. So I haven't even undressed. I'll just start cooking right away. The way I'm so hungry, I cannot believe I'm filming. I genuinely cannot believe that I'm filming. So obviously the war affected the UAE quite a lot, especially on the prices of things. Everything went up. The other thing, most people salaries were cut, including mine. Including my salary, it was cut a percentage of, which meant that the income reduced significantly. So usually I'm not so good at talking, doing something, filming, because I like to look into the camera when I'm filming. Which usually I used to buy food from work. I would order food and eat at work. But now, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. I wouldn't be able to literally afford living in Dubai later on. Of course, we need to save money. At the end of the day, we need to save. I wouldn't even afford to keep up with my current savings. This is done. There's a cat here. There's a whole story about this cat. I know it's besides the point, but I feel like I'm gonna be making vlogs. This is a impromptu vlog. I should tell you guys about this cat. So when I moved into this place, it was very dirty. Like, it was unlivable, period. I had to do a lot of construction. I put all these stickers myself. Like, I had to do a lot of cleaning, especially the washroom was so bad. In fact, a spoiler, I have a renovation project, DIY actually, that I'm going to do in the bathroom. I'm gonna record the whole process. Let me cover it so you guys don't see how dirty it is. It's not dirty, but it just looks bad. For some reason, it's the worst part of this whole place. Anyway, it's the part that I've not really taken time to beautify. This kitchen place was bad too. It was especially the worst. I had to replace everything. This camera is just doing me. I had to replace everything, including the wood, the sink. I bought all these things myself. Everything here, literally, I bought myself. This is not showing. The gas, the wood, some of them I picked from outside. Some of them I had to pick from outside and use them to be creative. Yeah. So this cat, I found it around here, like outside. It's a common Dubai cat, and it was pregnant. So it used to come in the room, and I think it used to live in the room because the room was unoccupied. There was no this thing which is like a door. You guys, I'm gonna show you this place. The point is, this cat kind of now belongs to me. She always comes. Let me show you. You see her right there? every time I come, well, she stays outside, but every time I come, when I open the door, she comes following me, and then she'll sit there. Sometimes I'll buy treats for her and give her. There is food outside that anyone can access and feed this cat. So it also got babies. It got around 3 babies because it was pregnant. So meet the cat. I named her Stella because I love the name Stella. Now that I've stopped filming her, she's literally in my legs. I love the name Stella because it signifies strength, and I think she is so strong. While we try to fit her around this place where I live, I feel like it's not enough. It's not exactly enough. So she is such a strong, resilient cat. Well. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of chit-chatting and not do the actual cooking. So let me show you guys, and I'll show you later when I've put everything up and it's cooking. So I'm gonna cut this and then fry this one first, and then add some eggs on top. I hope I show you guys when I'm eggs, tomatoes and onions, French fries. I fried them in here, I stuffed them here, and now I put the eggs in. I don't know why I want them mixed, but that's what I was feeling like today. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Try a little bit early. Actually, really early. That's it. That's about my day. Honestly, I have a lot of work to do, and I've just arrived in office. It's 9:20. I've been here a few minutes, and I've I've used all of those minutes to edit the video, but I'm done because I'm not doing a lot of editing anyway. I'm also having my morning coffee. Obviously, this is my second cup today, but it's a big cup, so I won't be taking any other coffee. I need coffee. There is no sugar, so let me not lie to you that the taste is. But I love coffee. By this point, I even love the coffee taste. Even the smell. Yummy. Alright, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow is a special day because tomorrow is Saturday, and I'll be making the video that I promised you guys on how you can find a nice place to live as an African in Dubai or as an African in the UAE. That's the video that I'm gonna be making tomorrow because I don't work on Saturday. Eventually, some of the promises that I can make for you to subscribe is that eventually I'll be making videos about how to get good jobs, because honestly I get good jobs and there is a system to this. I keep hinting on these things because I've done them. I've also experienced the other side of life. My life wasn't always easy. My life used to be really, really hard, and because I don't have so many people that I know, relatives, friends who are in this country, it means I have to rely on myself. And most of you are like me. Most of you don't know anyone. Even the people you know you just met and you're kind of friends, of which when it comes to UAE, when it comes to Dubai, friendships are very tricky. You have to be very cautious. You have to be very careful. you have to be vigilant, because even a friend can exploit you. Speaking of friends exploiting, if you don't know this, I used to make videos and I kind of had a good following on social media on a different channel, and I attracted some people who are looking for help. Case in point, there was this guy, he had come to Dubai and he was recruited by an agent who sent him into a labor camp. Some of the things that happen in these labor camps, it's an extensive thing, I don't want to talk about it, but specifically he had been in this labor camp for 7 months and he was never being paid. They had deducted all his money in point to say that he needs to pay for the visa that they gave him, right? Because they can exploit you. If you don't know the law, they'll exploit you. That's why you need to follow me. Not knowing the law, not knowing your privileges, not knowing your rights is positioning yourself to be exploited. That is one. You could know the law, but if you don't know the places where you can go around somehow or navigate this city, navigate the UAE, you still get exploited. Anyway, so this guy, eventually after 7 months of being unpaid, he needed out, and I helped him get out. I did not help him get a job, because getting a job is hard for everyone, including myself. It takes time and a lot of time, so the time which I didn't have, but I helped him get out, gave him some little support, pointed him to the right directions, like I'm gonna point you on this channel. And I sent him, I said bye-bye, be great, right? But I recently realized that he's doing the same thing that they did to him. He's doing the same thing that they did to him. They brought him he came from Congo, and I feel like that's why I helped him, because Congo has a lot of bad stories coming out of the country, and when someone comes out of there into these countries, they expect their life to improve. But he's doing the same thing that they did to him. He is also now an agent. After I pulled him out, right? I pulled him out in a bad situation, and he's putting other people in there. I saw his ads, telling their jobs, companies, blah, blah. I'm like, bro. That's why I said in the previous video that I'm not an agent. Meanwhile, I've helped a lot of people get jobs. Literally get jobs, and I'm not even counting the guy I pulled out in a bad situation of a labor camp being exploited. I've helped people in other ways, but I'm talking specifically helping someone get a job. I once did, okay, I don't know if I should say this. This sounds criminal. I once did an interview for someone. You know how they send you a questionnaire to do online? There was this guy, he wasn't so good in English, but he was working for the same company, and they were looking for someone on a different position. He had a lot of experience. They were looking for a supervisor. He has worked for long, and he has applied for this position before, and he couldn't get it. So they would send a questionnaire to him to answer, and he couldn't really answer properly. I once sat down and I did the questionnaire for him, and he got the job. Yes, I count that as help. That's the kind of help that I offer. Point someone to the right direction, show them the right tools to use. No one is gonna spoon feed you. You know what I'm saying? The point I was trying to make about the guy who was in a labor camp not being paid, be cautious, be vigilant, even while making friends. I realized I have verbal diarrhea. I thought I was gonna end this video in 1 to 3 words, but here we are. Have yourself a good day. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Like, comment, please. That is how you support. That is how this video goes to the people who actually need it. You may not need it, but many Africans. Okay, verbal diarrhea, bye.